You know, like there's like talking, you know, they're putting on their makeup and they're like, who do you think is gonna win? I think I'm gonna win. I think I'm gonna win. I think I'm gonna win. Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm Straight.
Straight Men Watch Drag Race, episode 12. Thank you so much to Delta Nutra for sponsoring this show. They make Essential 82, which helps with Asian glow and liver health. There's no like mini challenge, right?
Yeah. It felt very personality driven this week.
Oh, you know, like I know that this is a very standard challenge for the top 4. You write a new verse to promote RuPaul's like newest track.
The last episode with Taja Call, I feel like during the rehearsals they'd play up how much people were struggling.
It did feel a lot like watching a reality TV version of being in the studio. Like they'd have some rappers in the whatever, and they would be whatever, and then Diddy comes in and drops like wisdom on them. And then next thing you know, you hear the single and you're like, oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you know, but like when you sing low, it's because you don't want to be heard. Because pushing the octave up, it makes you more vulnerable.
Right.
Yeah, because even if someone sings high, but sings it very badly, that can still be mixed. So you still have that like piercing quality to it.
Got it.
But then they can massage it to make it sound good, as opposed to if you sing low. I guess you could pitch it up, but then they won't even sound like a human being.
Right.
They'll sound like a chipmunk.
See, I'm glad that you two are here, especially for this episode. Were you nervous for Cameron when you saw all of that precise work? Because I feel like Cameron had the most precise, like Janet Jackson / Tutting type work.
/ Naruto.
Yeah.
I think it's actually the opposite. Like I thought I wasn't worried about her.
Oh, really?
It's like you can teach someone like very angular stuff, and that's easier to teach than like bigger movements and grooves.
Really?
Where it's like a smoother, where it's like it's very like point A, point B, point C, as opposed to like I don't know, like a twirl or something where there's like a lot of experience to tell someone how to move their body fluidly.
Right, and to properly like land.
Yeah, because
right?
moving from A to B in a groove, it's like a curved path.
Right.
As opposed to like tutting and very
yeah, I think it's just
not
like,
to take away
totally
from her hard work.
Totally, but
that's still, you know.
I totally hear what you mean though. Like that precise Janet Jackson style is just so clearly distinct from all the other dances.
Sharp.
Yeah, it was very visually
sharp.
impactful.
How Cameron was like, you know what, today I'm gonna get ready
like
for the girls, and it was like, I can't take the heat.
That was really funny.
No, see,
I like that.
I can relate to that too. Like I'm a Virgo, so I totally be that type of asshole that the current position of the sun is not right now. I have to like move. What are your thoughts and feelings about the performance?
I thought choreo was dope. Yeah. Oh, like the crazy split part. Yeah, that's not easy to do.
Asia's portion of the choreo it struck me as a little bit underwhelming. It feels like she's just kind of grooving.
In the beginning, definitely.
And there's some real editing trickery here, man, because there's some times when these cuts do not match.
Yeah, she was looking a little bit shaky.
Asia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I think you can tell when someone's like thinking about the next move as opposed to like
that's
just performing. And on that note, I think I was really impressed by Eureka actually.
Okay, that's
Like
good.
performance-wise, like maybe she didn't have the hardest choreo, but I think in terms of projection of energy, she did by far the best.
You're right. It felt the most real. It wasn't the most clean, but you're right. It felt the most. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I'm very much on this wave where I'm like, I don't give a shit how clean something is. Like if it doesn't project feeling, as you know, it's supposed to make you happy. You know,
right?
Like, the most.
Yeah, and that's where Aquarius. It felt elegant, but it also felt a little distant. But then that's also where I thought that, you know, Cameron's did have a lot of energy.
He did have a lot of energy.
A little bit less emotion, but
yeah,
same
Definitely
commitment.
Energy. Overall, super impressed with their dancing though.
Yeah, it was very precise. There really isn't that much to go off of. Like,
Aquarius dance at the end.
Yeah.
That she kept that she really locked that in. That's tough. That's tough. That's a lot of.
Oh yeah,
after a set. Yeah,
that's a lot of like strength right there.
If you didn't listen that closely, it's totally fine. We don't have to go over it. But as songwriters, did you guys have any comments about like their lyrics?
Man, I was just hearing the track while they were performing, and I was thinking it took them a lot of time to lock that in. There's this story, NWA. Eazy-E, when Ice Cube wrote Boys in the Hood for Eazy-E, he was in the booth with him, coaching him on every line.
Yeah,
and they literally punched every line and did it until it was right, then moved on to the next one.
That sounds painful.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did for all 4 of these girls.
That sounds horrible.
I felt, I was getting vibes this whole episode that no one was going to get sent home. Was that just me? Were you guys also feel like...
See, okay,
It felt too wholesome.
Right, there was no drama they were playing up. There was no like, there was no sense of raising the stakes. It was in some ways an anti-reality TV hour of or 90 minutes of reality TV. And I felt that lack of like rush.
That's kind of what I liked about
Crazy.
it. Runway, at least for here.
I liked it. Corey's been super consistent.
Very consistent.
Yeah.
It's clever. It made me wonder, did she buy that? Did she make it?
I think the judges also said that she always just manages to like add that extra level of something.
Yeah, there's also a little bit more.
Asia O'Hara?
Man, looking like She-Ra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels a little handmade to me, but I think the color combo is mad strong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the hips detail is very interesting.
Oh, the
Because I think
tiered hips? Yeah,
if
that's
it
great.
wasn't for that, it would look a lot more
Plain.
conventional.
Yeah.
Conventional, yeah.
Very
But
plain.
As it is, that pushes it into this like weird sci-fi kind of realm. This was my favorite Cameron
Cameron,
Michaels look
Yeah.
all like season.
Me too.
This one was just super strong, great colorway.
Yeah,
Liam?
very cohesive.
Okay, let's talk about Eureka's because this was the most different one.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either. That's why it threw me off when the judges were
so about it, right?
giving it a lot of love.
You know what? To me, it kind of felt like the dress and the print on it. It kind of felt like what like streetwear was doing in like 2008.
That's so accurate, and I love that.
You know what I'm saying like
that's
that
so
looks
accurate.
like a Supreme T-shirt from like 2007.
Yeah.
If a dictionary definition is the most interesting thing you can say about yourself,
Oof.
that's not like.
So yeah, initially when it came out, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, really? My thinking was like, I don't know if I immediately want to hate this anymore because it's like, drag is cheesy. Drag is kitschy. Yeah. Like, at the same time though, I'm not impressed with the dress. Like, you know, like words aside, I'm not that impressed with the dress. This isn't Forever 21. This is Drag Race. This isn't.
Yeah.
This isn't a night market in Taiwan.
That's where I've seen that T-shirt.
Right?
before.
It's with those stupid like Chonglish words, right? Like, like live life best.
Yeah, Eureka out here looking like the cover of a notebook that somebody sold in South Korea.
Listen! Not Sanrio.
Looking back.
Was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the looking back, that was just. By that point, I was like, all right, man.
Oh.
we get it. Like,
You didn't feel anything from it?
I feel like this has already been implicit in the whole season, and there was no need to like.
Like hammer it even more.
But I feel like less so from like our perspective, right? But say from like, you know, queer kids growing up.
Yeah.
I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Like I feel like it can be like any more opportunities to like reflect in that way, spread positivity and like give hope and a sense of like, you know, the future and that things will get better.
I see both sides. You can go in deep or as shallow in the lip sync as you want, because I know that like it's a little bit hard for me to judge too, because like they were just cutting between people and like you couldn't see all of them at the same time.
This whole episode, it felt kind of low stakes to me, because they don't, you know, like the other lip sync for your lives, they fighting for their life. Nobody's busting out the crazy extra move, like.
Yeah, because I think there's like this understanding between everybody where it's like, okay, we're all coming out in like gowns and dresses, so like.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, you can't expect me to do a lot. What team are you on?
Aquaria.
This whole show, right, is about sort of building up what it means to be a drag queen, specifically what it means to win RuPaul's Drag Race, right? You become a leader in the community. I think that Aquaria is dope at the technical aspects of drag.
But she's too young to be a role model.
I don't think that she's gonna, right, they talk about, wearing the crown, blah, blah, blah. So there's this thing, right, in battle rap. They have championships, and so each league will have a champion. The champion isn't always the one who's, like, low-key, they're not always the one who's just the best at battle rapping. They're also the one who's gonna represent the league best. If Aquaria wins, I'm not gonna say she didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say, like, that's, like, you know, I could see why Asia could do it real well. You know, I could see arguments for all of them.
For sure.
Which is kind of cool. Because
I can't see the arguments for Eureka and Cameron.
I could see Eureka more than Cameron though.
I still don't know what Cameron's drag is. Like, I still don't know how to define
Other than,
Cameron's
like, muscles.
Right, otherwise like
Muscles and glamour.
right, like muscles,
Right.
and then like hiding those muscles. Because like even though like Eureka's look was like cheesy, like I get Eureka from that,
Yeah.
and I got your Asia from what she was wearing. Like it's so different and colorful and vibrant. and
They have distinct brands.
Right, like I still wasn't getting like a brand from Cameron really. I would be okay with Asia if Asia won because even though Asia has been in the bottom, like Asia, like I think I believe what the judges say and when they were saying like our community would be so much weaker without people like Asia. We were so regimented in the way that we stuck with the show. Like we really earned this finale. And we're not in the show, but like, but like we really earned like this moment of excitement and hype. You know?
I miss the feeling of like being invested in a TV show and the results.
Yeah, I haven't watched reality TV.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Where can the people find you and your work?
You can find me and my music at LeoXia Music. That's LeoXia Music on all social media platforms.
Poems, the music, the rap, the videos, everything. Hit me at Jason Chu Music. That's Jason CHU Music everywhere.
If you really like our t-shirts, there might be an opportunity to obtain one. Maybe next week. We will. Cool. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Bye.
But
Yo.
I also, this is small, but I also have a note that they need a new podcast cover. Me and Leo, we have a podcast, and this looks better than that. Like, if there's anybody who's working on Rue's team, I can give them the contact information of the graphic designer that worked for us.
Because World of Wonder has graphic artists in-house, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course they do.